Hello, everybody. We are live with this on extreme weather coverage, extreme live Hurricane Fiona coverage. I have everything up right now. The advisory is at 11 a.m. AST, Sunday, September 18th. Hello, Gary. Thanks for tuning in. Winds are at 80 miles an hour. The category is hurricane. Pressure is 97 millibar. And speed is at west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. As you can see, this is a very intense storm here. The radar site just recently got back up. As you can see, there is tons of heavy and dumping rain over portions of central and eastern Puerto Rico. The western portions of Puerto Rico is going to get slammed later today. As you can see, this is kind of portions of the eye that's starting to form with this. And I say we could see even a few tornadoes with it, especially with these type of storms right here. Those little bands, they could have those threats, and big flash flooding threats are likely today. As you can see, I have the hurricane warning up in the red. Oh, it's fine, Gary. In that red, yeah, for a reason. In that red, there's a hurricane warning. There's also hurricane warnings for Dominican Republic. So this is something we need to be keeping an eye out on. We could see up to 20 inches of rainfall in Puerto Rico. There's actually many power outages that are ongoing here. We have two considerable flash flood warnings that are in effect for Puerto Rico here at the moment. So let's take a look at these. The National Weather Service has issued in San Juan flash flood warnings. This is in effect for areas like Ponce, Santa Isabel, Coco, Guavama, Kayi, I don't even know how to say these towns. Como, Villalba, and Ponce under a flash flood warning with between 1 and 2 inches of rainfall and additional amounts of 2 to 4 inches of rain. Flash flooding is already occurring across the warning area, so people here need to be very well aware. Already debris flow across these areas that was reported. Yes, flash flood warning, including those areas. Population 426,000. Jeez, a lot of people live in such a densely area, such a small area. A lot of people live here. Flash flood warning. Yeah, wow. Thank you. Their flash flood warning doesn't include Humiko, Yabuco, Paddleless, Naguabo. Man, these towns make no sense. Punta Santiago, Ducu, Pena Pobre, Anton Ruz, Roblenko, Cumanas, including between 1 and 4 inches of rainfall and significant additional rainfall amounts of at least 3 to 6 inches in the next several hours. Flash flooding is ongoing or to begin shortly. For this flash flood warning right here, there's a lot of the wider parts. We're kind of in more of the break in the areas, but these big bands of heavy rain will be heading into the area soon. So this is something we need to be very well aware for in that flash flood warning. Wouldn't be surprised if we start to see even more flash flood warnings get issued soon here. So there's probably, if anybody in the stream is from Puerto Rico, you need to be extremely well aware. Make sure to stay if there's flash flooding in the area, make sure to seek higher ground, and make sure you're not out on the road during these times in Puerto Rico, as this is a definite threat that you should really stay at your house the whole time. This is kind of sad though too, because there's a lot of areas where there's some poor people out here. It's just kind of sad. So this is also going to get really close to the Dominican Republic, and it's forecast to become a major hurricane, which is really crazy. This is a big rain number with this here. If I go to level 2 data, level 2 looks different a bit, you know. This is more of a high res radar. As you can see, this is what it's looking like right now. There's a lot of rain bands right here and a lot of heavy rain across these areas, and a big area of rain right here. So I think once these big guys come in from right here, the flooding threats are really going to go up. Let's put this into motion. I'm actually going to switch it to level 3 data. Put it in the motion. It's really heading in, as you can see. So this will be some definite bad impacts here, with some big flash flooding potential threats that are ongoing across these areas. Hurricane Fiona's last advisor's update with gusts of 100 miles an hour and winds of 80 miles per hour. Here, that's definitely what we're talking about. I also do have a visible satellite on radar Omega in the background. Hurricane force winds, up to hurricane force winds are possible for this today. I also want to say that there's actually I might be able to go live, because we could see a few tornadoes and large to very large hail, 10 sig tornado threat today, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying this stream so far, as we are doing live coverage with this at the moment. So yeah. We are on live coverage. It's a lot of heavy rain bands that we are seeing at the moment. Flash flood warnings in effect for another 180 and 120 minutes, so about it's about 3 hours for the one in South Puerto Rico, and then the one in Eastern Puerto Rico expires in about 2 hours. So these are pretty long-lived storms. I wouldn't be surprised if they even keep that in effect, as there's more rain heading into the areas here, and this is definitely something we need to be very well aware for coming up with these potential impacts. This is Hurricane Fiona live coverage at the moment. Pressure is at 97 millibar. The speed is at west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. That's what we were talking about. So we could see up to 20 inches of rain, Puerto Rico. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them on the channel. I'd like to answer all your questions, guys. Everybody, if you guys have questions, I would like to answer them here. So make sure to ask me questions. I love questions. So yeah, this is live Fiona live coverage, and I is starting to form a little bit here, really close to Puerto Rico. So something we need to be weather aware for. There's big, heavy rainfall is heading in here. So you can see that is actually heading into the area later on. So we're about to see some extreme flash flooding threats about coming in place. There's heavy rain heading into the Puerto Rico region. Make sure to share this to your family and friends. With this, make sure to share this to your family and friends. If you know anybody that lives in Puerto Rico or the surrounding areas like Dominican Republic, make sure they are extremely weather aware for this potential threat. So yeah, it looks like the stream isn't doing great so far, but it could definitely do better later on. Put this thing in motion again. If we do look at an infrared satellite, this is what it's looking like. Infrared satellite is really exploding here. This is like an explosion on infrared. You can see a little bit of an eye is trying to form here. It's kind of not very visible, but you can see an eye is barely starting to form a little bit here. Near infrared, you can see that the eye, it's clearing up a tiny bit. We're starting to see it a little bit on near infrared or visible satellite imagery. So yeah, but we really have this live radar up. I hope the radar side doesn't go down again. Luckily, it's back up. You say you just subscribed and liked. Thank you so much for that. Percher. Like I said, WW stream. Thank you so much for that, Percher. As you can see, this is a big storm with extreme rainfall. The rain bands are really over this region right now. These will push into the Puerto Rico region and have these flash flooding threats spread into more of Puerto Rico here, as we do have these 2 flash flood warnings in effect here. One including Ponce, Santa Isabel, Salanaz, Coco, Guavama, Keyi, Abonito, I'm probably saying this stuff wrong, Como, Villobal, those type of areas are under flash flood warning with 1 to 2 inches and additional amounts of 2 to 4 inches. This could definitely cause extreme flash flooding threats. Forecast calls for 25 inches of rain in Puerto Rico. Wow. That is crazy. Jeez. So for the other flash flood warning, it does include Jamaco County in Puerto Rico, Manabo County in Puerto Rico, Naguabo County in Puerto Rico, Patillas County in Puerto Rico, and Yabuco County in Puerto Rico. It says between 1 and 4 inches of rainfall and significant additional rainfall expected of at least 3 to 6 inches in the next several hours. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. I bet you these rain bands, let's put this into motion here. I'm going to shorten it. Yeah, the rain bands are heading into the region, so we could really be seeing a flash flooding threat. I wouldn't be surprised if once these rain bands head in the region and more of this stuff heads into the region, we're going to see some extremely heavy rainfall that is forecasted to head in to the area. Here, winds are at 80 miles an hour. Category is a hurricane. Pressure is at 987 millibar, and the speed is at west-northwest at 8 miles per hour with this here. There are hurricane warnings in effect in the flashing red. So this is definitely a big threat. Tropical storm warnings are also in effect for portions of North Dominican Republic, and tropical storm watches in South Dominican Republic. A bunch of tropical storm watches issued for some more islands to the north. We might have to do another stream for Dominican Republic if I'm able to. Let's see, when does this happen, because depending on school. Wow, big Category 3 hurricane is expected. Pretty crazy that they're expecting a Category 3 storm with this here. Let's see if any new flash flood warnings have been put out. No new flash flood warnings just yet, but those could be eventually issued soon. Most of Puerto Rico's already seeing tropical storm force winds. Hello, Connor. Yes, I haven't done a stream in a while because there's just not been any weather that's gone on. That's also why I haven't really have many people on my streams right now, because I haven't been live in a while. And yeah, it sucks. It's not my fault because the weather hasn't been bad, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing when you don't see me live that much. It just means that there's less weather ongoing. So it's definitely a good thing when you see that I'm not live as much. So it's definitely Hurricane Fiona live coverage that we are talking about. Tropical storm force winds in effect. So, really hope if you know anybody from Puerto Rico or the surrounding areas, make sure they're weather aware and make sure to not be on the roads. Just be at your house. Just be very careful as big flash flooding threat is ongoing. So this is something, that they need to know here. This is a big flash flooding threat. Okay, just came to say, all right. Okay. Okay, Connor. Yes, so we do have these big heavy rain bands heading into the area. Hurricane warnings are in effect with this here at the moment. So this is a big threat potential that we are seeing. Hurricane warnings, winds of 80 miles an hour. Category is at a hurricane. Pressure is at 987 millibar. Speeds are west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. With this is kind of what we were talking about here, coming up into the areas. Hope everybody's enjoying this live coverage here. Make sure to share with your family and friends. If you are in Puerto Rico, tell them to stay safe as a flash flooding threat is being considered. Here we do have flash flood warnings still in effect for Como, Guavama, Saunas, Santa Isabel, La Plena, Calle, Juana Diaz, Ponce, and Villabal, A Bonito. In those areas, between 1 and 2 inches of rain will fall, and additional amounts of 2 to 4 inches are possible with this in that region. Another flash flood warning occurring Rio Blanco, Naguabo, Humbaco, Comunaz, Yabuco, Manabo, and Patalis. Under flash flood warning, including 4 inches of rain have fallen. Significant additional rainfall amounts of at least 3 to 6 inches in the next several hours. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly across these areas, so people here need to be extremely weather aware for this ongoing threat with this. So yeah, this is kind of what we are talking about. Hope everybody is enjoying this live coverage. Hope everybody stays safe if you're in Puerto Rico. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them here. Hurricane warnings are still in effect for all of Puerto Rico at the moment, as a big Category 1 hurricane is near San Juan and Ponce, those type of areas, Puerto Rico. It's definitely a big threat potential that we are seeing. Hope everybody is still enjoying this live stream, though, as we are having live extreme weather coverage. As you can see, the ice starting to form a little bit. This thing is really close to Puerto Rico already. It's extremely close. So some of the rain bands are heading into the Puerto Rico area. So Puerto Rico is expected to have more flash flood warnings get issued soon. Up to 25 inches of rain could fall in Puerto Rico. This is an insane, dangerous threat here. Make sure to share this with your family and friends, guys. This is a bad threat, and I want this to get out to other people so they know what is going on here. And this is not a good sign with this. Guys, do you have any questions? I will answer them here. Big flash flooding threat. Winds at 80 miles an hour. This is a Category hurricane. Pressures at 97 millibar. Speed is west. This is moving at west-northwest at 80 miles per hour with this. So yeah, this is definitely extreme live coverage. Flash flood warnings in effect. It's definitely what we were talking talking about. Look at this. These big rain bands. Big rain bands are heading into the Puerto Rico area right now. Some of it's heading into the Puerto Rico area right now. What just happened? I hope the radar site didn't just go down. Please don't tell me the radar site just went down again. If it goes down, we'll have to rely on other stuff. So please don't go down. Please don't go down on me. Here. Do not want that to happen. No, did the radar site just go down? I'm going to re-click on it. Okay, it's still up. Good. That's definitely what they were talking about, with some very heavy rainfall. Next radar update is in a minute. I was worried that a thing would happen, but luckily we're good. It's definitely extreme live coverage. We're talking about. Hope everybody's liking this stream so far. This is a big threat. Debris flow. 911 reported fallen trees near Ponce. This is an extremely dangerous flash flooding threat. Luckily, this is on the weekend, which is always a good sign. Definitely what we are talking about at the moment here. Hope everybody is liking this coverage by Aaron. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you're weather ordering future severe weather here on the channel. So yeah, you liked your channel, hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Connor. It means a lot to me. I'm just trying to keep people safe out here. That's why I'm telling people to subscribe. I'm not telling people to subscribe to say I'm not greedy or anything. I really just I want people to stay safe. And more rain bands heading into eastern Puerto Rico, I meant. So it's going to up the flash flooding threat significantly here soon, as the big heavy rain bands are heading in right now. Hello, Chris. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Winds are at 80 miles an hour. Category is a hurricane. Pressure, 987 millibar. Speed is a west-northwest at 8 miles an hour. Make sure, guys, to share this with your family and friends so we can get more people on the stream. I've not been getting as much viewers lately because of the fact that I haven't been live in a while. So we're trying to share this with other people so they know what's going on with this. We're trying to share this to other people here. Hope everybody is enjoying this stream. Big, heavy rain bands are heading into portions of eastern Puerto Rico with a big flash flooding threat. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw more flash flood warnings get issued. Hello, Solange. So, yeah. Big flash flooding threat is ongoing. Pressure's at 97 millibar. Speed, it's moving out west-northwest at 8 miles an hour. Winds are at 80 miles an hour, and category is a hurricane category 1. There's hurricane warnings in effect for all of Puerto Rico, with hurricane force winds expected, rain up to 20 inches, and definite flash flooding threats. Maybe even a tornado could form in portions of Puerto Rico. I wouldn't even be surprised if that happened at all. I mean, that we could see in maybe an isolated tornado happen from this in Puerto Rico. Something we need to be well aware for. So yeah. You guys have any questions? I'll answer them here. It's definitely a big area. Look at these heavy rain bands right here headed into Puerto Rico. Big flash flooding threat is heading in. We actually got a report here, local storm report at 9:51 a.m. Central Time. It says debris flow. Also, 911 reported fallen trees at in Ponce, Puerto Rico. So this is definitely not good. We'll probably see more reports later and more flash flood warnings in effect. A lot of power outages are ongoing at the moment. Okay, bye, Connor. Thanks for tuning into the stream. It's definitely a big threat that we are starting to see here, guys. Whoever just subscribed, thank you so much for the new sub. Big heavy rain bands heading in the region. New flash flood warning. Actually, I didn't even know this flash flood warning was always ongoing. But all of the Virgin Islands is under a flash flood warning here. St. Croix County in the Virgin Islands is under a flash flood warning. It says between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen, and additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches is possible in the warned area. Flash flood warning is already occurring or expected to occur in the warned area. So, life-threatening flash flooding from thunderstorms here. We will have some more rain heading to the Virgin Islands, but more of the threat is more onto Puerto Rico now than and less to the Virgin Islands. But big rain bands are already getting into the Puerto Rico area right now. Kind of mostly of a clearing in the portions of the southern area, but that'll change, and it'll be very bad here soon in South Puerto Rico. So yeah, that's definitely what we are talking about here at the moment. So yeah, hope everybody's liking this coverage. New sub, thanks. Whoever just subscribed, thanks for 290 subs on the channel. Means a lot for me that we just hit 290 subscribers. Wow. We're almost at that 300 milestone. Guayama is under flash flood warning. Calle, La Plena, Saunas, Santa Isabel, Las Olas, Como, La Plena, Calle, Abonito, I'm probably saying all this stuff wrong, man. I can't say cities in Puerto Rico. Juana Diaz and Ponce are under a flash flood warning in Las Olas, including between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fell, and between 2 and 4 additional rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches are expected across the warned area. Here, flash flooding is already occurring or expected to occur across the area. If you are near river, creeks, streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, make sure to stay away from those areas and stay off the roads here so you stay safe. So, hope everybody is enjoying this coverage, and I'm trying to keep people safe here. This is definitely not something we want to hear about, is what's going on right now. It's definitely not something we want to hear. So, yeah. Hope everybody enjoys this stream. This thing is expected to become a major hurricane. Winds are at 80 miles an hour. Category is a hurricane, category 1. Pressure is at 987 millibar. Speed, or how fast it's moving in the direction, is west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Here with this big heavy rain bands heading into the Jumico and Cumanas, Yabuco area in Puerto Rico at the moment. So it's definitely something intense that we are talking about, as Fiona strengthened into a hurricane here. I can't believe that my area is getting record high temperatures right now. Near record high temperatures at 95 degrees on Tuesday, and that's going to drop to 70 on Thursday for high. It's kind of crazy. It's just going to be a big cold blast that's just going to head in later on. Okay, keep this to tropical talk. But one thing I do want to say is there's an enhanced risk of severe weather effect across these areas, and there's a significant tornado threat. But keep it to this. Also, that flash flood warning still in effect for Yabuco, Padawas, Humako, and Naguabo here. There's probably more rainfall starting to total up here, as between 1 and 4 inches of rainfall and significant additional rainfall is expected of at least 3 to 6 inches in the next several hours. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. You can see very heavy rain over the Humako area, Punta Santiago, and Naguabo. Let's see, well, this Esperanza is also getting into some of the rain here. More rain bands are heading into the area, too. Oh, these big area of rain. I'm going to show this. This big area of rain right here is heading in, so this is definitely something concerning that will up this flash flooding threats. Tropical storm force winds are ongoing across most of Puerto Rico at the moment. I'm not sure if we're seeing... Okay, hurricane force winds is a really small area. But, yeah, all of Puerto Rico is experiencing tropical storm force winds at the moment. 454,000 people are without power, which is kind of crazy with this at the moment. Many areas under flash flood warnings. Wouldn't be surprised if we expect to see more of that head into the area shortly. Hope everybody's enjoying this live coverage. We can see up to 20 inches of rainfall with this growing event here. We do have also satellite imagery on Omega. So, yeah. This is live Fiona coverage. Hope everybody is enjoying the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and share to your family and friends of the weather during future severe weather. If you know anybody in Puerto Rico, tell them right now and tell them to stay safe with this and check out my stream. Humako, Punta Santiago, Entus, Ruz, Naguabo, Rio Blanco, and Duku is getting into some of the rain bands. At the moment, they're also under a flash flood warning. Something very significant that we are talking about. As you can see, big area with tons of heavy rainfall at the moment is what we are talking about. So yeah. Bet you this eyeball is probably going to hit Ponce soon. Yep, the eyeball is going to hit Ponce soon. The eyeball is going to hit Ponce. Eyeball, right here's the eyeball. You can see eyeball is going to hit Ponce. Oh my god, eyeball is going to hit Ponce. That is not good. This is not good. The eyeball is going to hit Ponce. That's going to have extreme rain. The eyeball is heading into Ponce. So the big eyeball is heading into Ponce at the moment. Extreme flooding is potentially expected here. Wow. This is not good. This is a dangerous situation with this. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them here. Only big threat. We probably go AFK here soon. Ponte's about to get in these big rain bands. That's definitely what we were talking about.
Issue, it's a reissuance of.
It's definitely extreme threat ongoing here. It's flash flooding. Big eye wall heading into Ponce. Probably gonna go AFK once this eye wall approaches Ponce. Will be very thing. We're gonna take a break. Taking a break till eye wall and Ponce. Okay. We're gonna take a short break here. So yeah, we're gonna start up some music here soon. Live Hurricane Fiona coverage. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. So far, this eye wall is heading into Ponce, Guayama, Santa Isabel is about to get into a big eye wall here. Something very significant heading in. So definitely not a good sign here. We're gonna find some music to put on for a second. Okay, you say 3D. What do you mean by 3D? Okay. 464,000 people without power. Oh my god, that's crazy. 464,000 people without power. Wow. Probably gonna put this stream to AFK here. We're gonna take a break till the eye wall hits Ponce. Big flash flooding threat potential for Ponce coming up here. We're gonna put this to the music. We're gonna have some fun music on. I hope you guys are weather aware, and once this eye wall hits Ponce, we'll be back to coverage. If any new flash flood warnings get issued, I will be back to talking, and I'll say everything when a new flash flood warning gets issued. No, not right now. Chris. Trying to find the music. Here for us. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Eye walls head into Ponce. It's gonna be a big flash flooding threat potential coming in, so something definite that we were talking about. Okay, we're starting the music. Okay. Alright, we're back with live coverage. We are officially back. We have a new flash warning that was issued by the National Weather Service. The eye wall has made it on the Ponce, Santa Isabel, Salinaz. I bet you this is going to produce some very heavy rain and extreme flash flooding. I had to do grade 5 homework here in grade 5. I'm 7th grade. Okay. Yeah, I'm in 7th. It's nice. Flash flood warning still in effect. Says 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, additional amounts to 4 inches. I don't think there's much more than this since Ponce is in the big rain bands. Like, this is extremely heavy rain bands, especially over here in this area. Extremely heavy rain bands here. Big rain bands for flash flooding potential, including Yabaco, Comunaz, Manabo, Las Olas, Ponce, Juana Diaz, Santa Isabel, Saunas, and a new flash flood warning issued for Cagas, Jaguar, Juncos, Gurabo, and Las Piedras, saying between 1 and 3 inches of rainfall and additional amounts of 2 to 5 inches are possible in the warned area. So we're seeing an uptrend in warnings here. Yeah, homework was pretty easy for me. Great. Live coverage here of Waka, Santa Isabel, Saunas, Las Olas, seeing some extremely heavy rainfall at the moment, and I mean it's extremely heavy rainfall is occurring across most of Puerto Rico. Is getting extremely heavy rainfall. This is a dangerous situation with extremely heavy rainfall. I mean, look at the saddle. Look at that radar. Look at that extreme heavy rainfall. We still do have this flash flood warning. In fact, some heavy rain is still ongoing, but they're kind of in the lesser and the Virgin Islands are kind of getting a little bit more out of it. Between 1 to 4 inches of rainfall and additional amounts of 1 and 2 inches of possible urban flash flooding is already occurring in St. Croix County in Virgin Island. This is what we're talking about at the moment. Hope everybody's enjoying this stream so far. Is what we're talking about, is live coverage is ongoing. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream on the channel. Considerable flash flood warnings, in fact, extreme rainfall across portions of central and southwest and southeastern portions of Puerto Rico and South Puerto Rico is getting into extreme rainfall occurring at the moment. Definitely something we are talking about here with this. If everybody is enjoying the stream at the moment. This is definitely what we're talking about with extreme live coverage. They're actually, I'm gonna take a look back at that power outages map. Power outages map to show 461,000 people are without power at the moment. Last updated. So yeah, there's a lot of power outages, especially over central portions of Puerto Rico. Lots of power outages. Definitely not a good sign. Some did gain power, but yeah, it's definitely not a good sign. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna hide the taking a break. Probably take another break later, but we're gonna have this coverage up for quite a while here. Been live for about an hour and 30 minutes. Definitely what we're talking about. Flash flood warnings in effect here for Caguas County and Gurabo County, Juncos County, Las Piedras County, San Lorenzo County, and Puerto Rico here. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rain amounts of 2 to 5 inches possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Impact VR near rivers, small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage in low-lying areas. And you stay away from those areas and make sure you're not on the road. Stay at your home and just stay safe here. You definitely need to be staying safe. This is definitely some big time impacts with this here. Flash flood warning also in effect. It's a considerable flash flood warning for Himiko County, Manabo County, Naguabo County, Palos County, and Yabuco County, all in Puerto Rico. This Doppler radar and automated rain gauges indicated heavy rain. Last warned area between 1 and 4 inches of rainfall and significant additional rainfall amounts of at least 3 to 6 inches in the next several hours. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Very heavy rainfall in these areas. Extremely heavy rainfall. The heaviest rainfall going right now is in Ponce, Santa Elizabeth, and Isabel, and Saunas. I think that's going to be a big flash flood warning with this. In areas like Ponce County, Saunas County, Santa Isabel County, Villalba County, Ponce County, Juana Diaz County, Guayama County, Como County, and Calle, Arroyo, and Abonito County in Puerto Rico says between 1 and 2 inches of rainfall and additional amounts of 2 to 4 inches. Flash flooding is already occurring with this. Definitely a big sign here. These threats are ongoing. Hope everybody's enjoying this stream so far. It's definitely what we're talking about with live coverage. Definitely a dangerous threat. Saunas definitely has a flash flooding threat. So yeah, definitely what we were talking about on these areas. More threats saying debris flow. 911 reported fallen trees and fallen electrical lines due to winds near San Juan. Puerto fallen trees, a lot of fallen trees near San Juan. That is definitely not a good sign, but yeah. Flash flood warning still in effect for Ponce, Santa Isabel, Coco, Saunas, Las Olas. One of these Diaz is in this big extreme flash flooding threat. This is just a big organized storm here with extremely heavy rainfall at the moment that is ongoing. Hope everybody is enjoying the stream that we are talking about here. Make sure to stay safe. If you have any family or friends or anybody that you know that is near in the southwestern portions of Puerto Rico or anywhere in Puerto Rico, make sure they stay home and they don't go driving, because that is a bad threat. You do not want to be driving in these extreme heavy rainfall and tropical storm force wind conditions here. Wow, state of emergency. Possible flash flooding, mudslides. It's crazy. Man, up to 20 inches of rainfall with this. Most dangerous areas near Ponce. As a big eye wall is ongoing near Ponce with extremely heavy rainfalls. This is a extreme damage threat Wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing extreme flooding across these areas. All these areas are having reports of fallen trees all across Puerto Rico with tropical storm force winds and a definite bad thing. This is definitely not a good sign. This is something really bad. This is not good. Not good at all. This is just awful. Man, I can't believe this is just crazy with all this extreme rainfall, flash flooding threats, hurricane warnings. I feel so bad for the people that are in Puerto Rico. This is just not a good thing. I mean, we need more people to be live for this. More people need to be live, I think. This is just not good. I wish I had more viewers. I wish I had more people watching so this could get out to other people. So yeah, just can't believe that this eye wall just hit. And this is a definite hurricane. This is insane. Can't even believe this. I don't know what to say. Been live for 100 minutes. Flash flooding, including eye wall, really just hit Ponce, St. Isabel. I wouldn't be surprised we're seeing extreme rain. I mean, look at all this. This is just, there's much more rain to go around this area. This is all gonna be in the area for a while. It just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. This is a extreme. Look at this. It's just an insane flash flooding threats. Honestly, feel bad for the people that are living here. Just sucks. Absolutely sucks. This is so much rain just heading into the area. So much rain. It's too much. They don't need this much rain, man. It's kind of sad, but happens. I'm gonna try to put on a wow. It was a dangerous storm. Heavy rainfall. 559,000 without power, okay. Honestly feel bad for those people out here that have to deal with this hurricane category 1, extreme Iowa on Ponce. It's sad. This thing really moved fast into the area. Just hoping people here stay safe, and I hope no one's on the road because because if you're on the road, you're crazy, man, out here. And this is just, it would be stupid. But there probably are some people on the road right now. Just don't like to hear that, but it's probably going to be the case. 987 millibar, yep. I have that up on my, I put MLB. I don't know why I put MLB, but yeah, 987 millibar. A dangerous storm. It's going to have 105 miles an hour gusts here. Definitely not a good sign. Hope people say it here stay as safe as they can with this growing upscale event. Wow. I wish if I had more people in my stream, this would be much better. But this is one of my worst streams I've ever had. Like, this is one of the least amount of people I've ever had in one of my streams. It's just, I've not been getting much viewers in my streams lately. It's because it's been so long since I've been live, but it's okay. Because we'll get back up there. We'll get back on my recon, okay? I might end the stream here soon. Actually, I'm just gonna go AFK again. If any new flash warnings get issued, then I'll be back. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this stuff into motion. Okay, but everybody's enjoying the stream. Okay, found lower than 985 millibar. Ooh, that's crazy. Not good. This thing's really strong. It's way. I think this thing's way closer to land than we think, man. This thing is not where it says it is. They kind of messed up a bit. It's a little further north than it says. It's just not good here. I don't know what to say, but heavy rainfall. Just don't stay on the road. If there's phosphorus in your area, seek higher ground. Wow. It's giving wind at your house. Wow, that's crazy. Are you in the path of this? Man, I can't believe this. I'm just gonna put this in music and BFK. What you say? Yeah. Music. We're just gonna be okay for another bit.